public with it. And I would tell Deontay this publicly and on social media. I was like, bro, I'm happy that it happened. And that sounds very demonic to some people. Like, what you mean happy that it happened? Because if that's what it took to get the Wilder that I got now, I'll have that shit happen 10 times. I'll walk through that fire 10 times because I know this Deontay, no one can beat.
Those were the words, once again, of Malik Scott, and he said something that is very interesting. He said that the best thing that happened to him is he took a loss. And, and then he said, well, it sounds demonic of the way I'm saying it, but I'm glad because of look at the outcome. I'm glad I got this type of Deontay, a one that really had some, basically got defeated and it knocked some sense into him, a sense of openness. He began to be more open about fighting again, more open about learning again, not with, hey, when power, you don't need skill type shit. This is what it is, and I think he said, well, Wilder asked him like, hey, well, what do you mean by that? You know what I mean? Because, it is what it is. Like, if it took that, I will go through that 10 times to get this guy. Okay. Well, that's what I wanted to talk to you guys about and Counterpunch with. You have, it goes back to the accusations. It always goes back to the excuses or whatever. I like to call them accusations because that's exactly what they are. There's someone accusing someone of something else. You would have that 10 times. Okay. That which he said or could be called demonic. So you could read that is, because this is Malik Scott, right? He has a way with words. So you could read, hey, the demonic part is the cheating. You could say that. But then exactly what does he call cheating and what does he believe happened? Does he believe tampered gloves? Does he believe spiked water? Does he believe that everything that was said that happened in that fight, does he believe it all? And Malik Scott, he won't, which is clever, he won't talk about it. He won't discuss it because it's like, that's in the past. That's just a bad day at the office, okay? Now, he did say, well, hey, other things. But as far as cheating goes, he said, I will have that happen. And I know what he's talking about because he's so satisfied with the idea of the things that Deontay Wilder's doing in training camp, okay? And he's very pleased with his fighter, and I wish the best for Malik and Deontay Wilder. You see what people do and you see the preparation and you can only expect that and respect that and admire that because this is something they put into and everyone's helping one person to get ready. So you're dealing with multiple people coming together to help one. But then that one helps all, which is, kind of, it gives back to itself in a sense. But then you could look at it this way though. Well, why would you want something so demonic to happen to him 10 times in order for him to get it? Because based on the accusations, the things that Dyson Fury is supposed to have done in rounds and the fight, the first fight and the second fight, is criminal. Criminal means dangerous. Dangerous means fatal. Okay, life-threatening, life-changing. Okay, so if it's any of that, why would you want any fighter to go through those type of things? Again, this is my thought and this is my opinion. I think Malik Scott, I think he trains Wilder so hard. For one, he has them open to train, but I think the overall reason is to prepare Deontay Wilder for whatever comes. And what I mean by that is you can expect someone to cheat if you think they cheated. That's one thing. But if you still decided to fight them, that's no fight of that other fighter. That's no fault of that other fighter. Okay, once like Wilder, he accused Fury of cheating. Well, once you decided to go to court and mediation to fight him again, to do whatever, you decided to fight him again. That at that point, you can't blame nobody but yourself if he is cheating you and you don't get caught. And if you don't get caught, and that's a totally different video, but if you don't catch this guy doing something, you only have to understand what he did to defeat you. And in what he did to defeat you, that's exactly what Malik Scott's preparing Deontay Wilder for. Why do you think there's so many things that he's going over and over and over with Deontay Wilder, like explained in this particular interview? Why do you think that? It's because you can't prepare for someone. You can prepare for someone's athletic ability or skill set, but you can't prepare for someone and if they cheat. Those are the things you have to lay in the hands of God, in the hands of your team. If he doesn't, like I know they don't, if they don't trust sanctioning bodies, like the WBC officials, which never caught anyone cheating ever, okay, which is true, that tells you that you solely have to depend on your team and have faith on your team. If you don't, see, with Wilder saying he's going to find a way to cheat again and other people are repeating that shit and again and again and duplicating it and saying it again with Deontay, what they're saying is they don't give a shit about their team and they don't have faith in that team. And I know what the attempt is. The attempt is to, hey, Tyson Fury's not a good guy. He's a piece of shit. He's a liar. He's a cheat. He's cheated before. He's lied before. So why couldn't he do that in this case? That's what's being pushed as the narratives. But here's the deal, okay? You convinced, or Deontay convinced of him or Tyson Fury cheating. If they're convinced of him cheating in that way, and then they still say, oh, he's going to find a way to cheat again, you're saying that your coach, the guy, your team, the group, they don't know what they're doing and they won't be able to find them. That means you don't have confidence in them. That's what that means. And I wish people would stop saying that. I wish Wilder could be more satisfied with the idea of knowing, hey, I got Malik Scott. This man is a professional trainer. He knows what it's like to box. He knows what it's like to win. He knows what it's like to lose. He knows what's supposed to be there. He knows what's not supposed to be there. And he will be looking for that. That should be all on Wilder's mind. And then the rest should be focused on him defending himself and attacking Tyson, the Gypsy King Fury. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think of Malik Scott. Grateful for the loss of Deontay Wilder. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.